consider on the island your second home, also known as your floating hotel. As we go along, if you have any questions that you would like to ask about Dominica, please feel free to do so. It is your time, your tour on the island. We want you to feel as much at home as possible, and I do hope this morning that we made up to your expectations as well. Personally, right now we are driving through the capital of Dominica called Roseau. And Roseau has gotten its name after a provision of Roseau reeds which grow along the river banks and estuary. The French called it Roseau. This is where 90% of our shopping centers are situated, along with our banks and business places. Business places open in our capital from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday to Friday, and 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. on a Saturday. None of our business places opens on a Sunday. However, we have one of our shopping centers which opens from Sunday to Sunday, known as 7-Eleven. Capital is situated on the Friendship Delta with a population of approximately 18,000 persons living in our capital. And with the neighboring community, it adds up to 21,000. You will find a lot of persons in the capital doing shopping, doing businesses. This is where 90% of the shopping centers are situated. However, we have 3 rush hours in our capital, one at 8 a.m., 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. These are the 3 main rush hours, and we have no traffic lights. However, we say that once you can drive in Dominica with no traffic lights and driving on the left hand side, you can drive anywhere in the world. As we move along onto the right hand side, this is the Roman Catholic Cemetery. And coming along on the left hand side is the public cemetery. With the burials on the island, 6 feet underneath. We do no burials above ground, however we are doing cremation as well.
I see.
Cemeteries are hotels that once you check in, there is no checking out. This is why we have the walls built around the cemeteries. So persons won't be in a hurry to get to the hotel where they won't be checking out. As we move to our very first stop, I hope that everyone is comfortable with windy and narrow roads. This is just the beginning of the tour, the beginning of our windy and narrow roads. Our roads are very windy and narrow, and this is all due to our mountainous terrain. Dominica is a very mountainous island, a very volcanic island as well. No. The question asked if we have any active volcanoes, and surprisingly, no, we don't have any active volcanoes, but we have the semi-active volcano, however. Surprisingly, right now, they are asleep, but can be wakened at any time. At Monberth, you will see all ruined buildings, and they were once garrisons of our soldiers during the time that Dominica exchanged hands between the French and the British. The main Garrison, which has been renovated, now hosts our police trading center. Our very first radio station, the Dominica Broadcasting Station, was once hosted at Montrose. Today, our Diocese Pastoral Center is situated at that building. We'll be at an elevation of approximately 300 feet above sea level. This community receives 66 inches of rainfall every year. And Montrose has gotten its name after one of the royal engineer on the island, Mr. James Bruce. Now we are going up this lane and we'll be coming back down the very same lane. We'll be doing a 10-minute stop where you get a bird's eye view of the capital with your cruise ship in the background. We also have one for water storage tanks at Montrose, and this is reconstructed from our old garrisons as well. While we're there at Montrose for the 10 minutes, if you'd like to have your photos taken with the cruise ship in the background, you need my assistant. It will be my pleasure to assist you in having your photos taken. And also browse around the souvenir shops before we make our way back to our bus and continue on to our next stop, which will be the Botanical Gardens, where you will be in an attempt to see one of the endemic parrots.
What's your rate there over here too?
It is still early for them to try to predict. So more of the fun is in the afternoon time.
Okay, one more family unit.
There is a bag, ma'am. Have a look, ma'am.
There are restrooms across from this stop right there. And the house is empty, but the restrooms are available. Now, as you can see here, they have a lot of Chinese-made tourist items with Dominica or the jewelry or what have you. Those are not local. Now down across from the ship, there are markets down there where they actually have items that are made in Dominica. And there was a carver, well, he was an artist. He did wood carving. And yeah, he was selling wares down there. So, you know, just be aware of that anything with Dominica printed on it, or some of these vendors, they're just not even selling anything from here. So, just the name.
Botanical Gardens. We'll be doing a short walk through the gardens as well. We'll be doing the walk as a group. If you'd like to leave any of your belongings on the bus, it is safe and okay. As we are going back down the same lane that we went up, if you look over to the left hand side, you will see, as we say, the tip of the island, the end of Dominica. This is on the southern part of the island. It's known as the Scott's Head area. And this is also where the two bodies of water surrounding Dominica would be meeting. This is known the Caribbean Sea and the Atlantic Ocean. Season. Yeah, avocados on the tree. Flower that you'll be seeing upon entry. This is known as the Brazilian rose, and the little orange flowers next to the gate, this is the dwarf poinciana, or the pride of Barbados. It is Barbados national flower. Coming up onto the left hand side, the brown fruits that you'll be seeing hanging from the tree. This is known as the African sausage, or maize yam. It is a non-edible fruit. One of the African sausage can weigh up to 20 pounds. It is only an ornament in the botanical gardens, the fastest bearing fruit as well. Coming out shortly, we'll be seeing our large and famous tree, and we'll also be getting off the bus at this point, and we'll be bidding our bus higher up at the next end. Getting off the bus, watch your head, watch your steps.
Okay, so ladies and gents, this tree here, it is called the neem tree. Has anyone heard of neem? Neem oil. Yes. Very good. So this is the neem tree. Okay, so we use the lumber to build our houses, and the lumber can also be used to create coals. Okay, charcoals. So we have the leaves. It is good for antibacterial, antifungal, and we also have the leaves you could make the neem oil from. So you use it with the castor oil, the olive oil, the coconut oil, you mix them together, and then you could grease your scalp. So it is also good if you are hypertensive, you could make the herbal tea. So you draw the leaves to make your herbal teas. And also the leaves are used to create our own body wash, our own soaps at our local pharmacy. You could find the shampoo, you could find the soaps for your body. It is also good for insect repellent. If you are being bitten every time by insects, the leaves are also good for insect repellents. Okay? And this tree here was planted by our first female Prime Minister of Dominica, the late Dame Mary Eugenia Charles. And if you look to your right, this is the school she attended, the secondary school. So this is the St. Martin's Secondary School. All right, and she was considered the lady, the iron fist. So anything she says goes, you have to listen to her. Now, this tree here, it is called the miracle tree and also the lady's tree. Tell me why it is called the lady's tree.
Survive.
Any guess?
Survive Maria.
No. Because it had two bumps like us ladies.
No.
So if you pass around and you look behind of this tree, you will see the two bumps like us. Okay? One is bigger than the other. I guess he maybe got breast cancer during Hurricane Maria. So you take your pictures and then we move along to the other side.
Now where can you buy the soap?
Okay, at Jolly's Pharmacy. So not too far from your cruise ship. When we get back from the bus,
They were talking about some of the crew members on the ship. So everybody on the cruise uses that. So,
okay, very good. See a giant cross. Okay, so next to the cross side of the Jackwalk, which is next to the Parrot Aviary, so we could go and have a look. And it is said that we have a tunnel from the cross, which leads us all the way to the Portland Hotel, close to your cruise ship. This time they would have been walking past this tunnel and carry through the giant cross.
This tree here is where tea tree oil comes from. A little chirping you hear on the background is a bunch of hummingbirds.
Hotel, the cheapest motel. And when you come to the bamboo house, you say that you're not coming to deface the bamboos, you're coming to live memories on our beautiful island. Bamboos are the fastest growing grass on Dominica.
We're coming. What kind of tree is this right here?
This is the rubber tree.
Rubber tree. Wow. Whoop, there goes another rubber tree.
Yeah, the Brevard Zoo in Melbourne was a courtesy of the Brevard Zoo in Melbourne, Florida. Wow. Very good of them.
They are endangered species. When they make it the factor, it is for a lifetime. This is the only place in Dominica that you will find them in Avery. You will find them anywhere else on the island in Avery, but you will find them flying free.